They look like teddy bears. They're called one of the most dangerous dog breeds in the world. Chow Chows have been banned in cities, blamed for attacks, and labeled unpredictable. But is it fair, or is there something we're missing? The truth isn't what you think. Some of what you're about to hear will surprise you. Some of it might even change your mind. Because when it comes to Chow Chows, the story goes deeper than the headlines. Let's count down the 10 things you need to know. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Ancient guard dogs. Chow Chows weren't bred to cuddle. They were bred over 2,000 years ago in China as guard dogs, hunting companions, and even war dogs. Their job was to protect, not please. That instinct is still wired into them today. They're naturally suspicious of strangers and fiercely loyal to their family. This isn't aggression, it's purpose. But in the wrong hands or without proper training, that guarding instinct can become a problem. Many people adopt chows expecting a gentle giant and get a dog that acts like a sentinel. Understanding their history is the first step to understanding their behavior. They weren't designed to be everyone's friend. Number 9. Territorial by nature. Chow Chows take ownership seriously. Whether it's your home, your yard, or even you, they see it as theirs to defend. This territorial behavior can escalate quickly if not managed early. A chow that feels its space is threatened may bark, growl, or worse. They don't back down easily. That's why socialization as a puppy is critical. Without it, they can become overly protective and reactive. Some owners mistake this for confidence, but it's actually insecurity. A well-trained chow knows when to relax. An untrained one stays on high alert. And that's when things get dangerous. It's not the dog's fault, it's the lack of boundaries. Number 8. Stubbornly independent. Chow Chows are not people pleasers. They don't live to obey you like a Labrador or Golden Retriever might. They're independent thinkers with strong wills. Training a chow requires patience, consistency, and respect. They won't respond to harsh punishment or repetition without reason. In fact, force can backfire and make them more defiant or defensive. This independence is often misread as disobedience or aggression, but it's really just their personality. They need an owner who understands leadership without dominance. If you're expecting a dog that hangs on your every word, a Chow Chow will frustrate you. And a frustrated owner often leads to a misunderstood dog. Number 7. Low tolerance. Threshold. Chow Chows have a shorter fuse than many other breeds. They don't tolerate rough handling, teasing, or invasion of personal space. This makes them a poor match for homes with young children who don't yet understand boundaries. A child pulling on a chow's fur or hugging too tight can trigger a defensive snap. It's not malice, it's self-preservation. Chows also don't enjoy being cornered or surprised. They need space and predictability. In chaotic environments, they can become stressed and reactive. That's why bite statistics often involve chows in family settings. It's not that they're vicious, it's that they were put in situations they couldn't handle. Respect their limits, and they'll respect you. Number 6. Misunderstood body language. Chow Chows don't communicate like other dogs. Their thick fur hides much of their body language. Their tails curl over their backs, making it hard to read excitement versus tension. And their famous scowl? That's just their face. But people often misinterpret these signals. A chow standing still might look calm, but could actually be on edge. They don't always give the usual warning signs before reacting. No wagging tail, no obvious growl, just a sudden response. This catches people off guard and leads to incidents that could have been avoided. Learning to read a chow takes time and attention. You have to watch their eyes, their posture, their ears. Miss those cues, and you miss the warning. Number 5. Bred for aloofness. Chow Chows were never meant to be social butterflies. Aloofness is part of their breed standard. They're dignified, reserved, and selective about who they trust. This makes them excellent guard dogs, but challenging pets in social settings. They don't warm up to strangers quickly. They won't greet your guests with tail wags and licks. And if someone approaches them without respect, they may respond defensively. This aloofness is often labeled as aggression, but it's not the same thing. A well-socialized chow can learn to tolerate new people and environments, but they'll never love it, and that's okay. The problem arises when owners force interaction or ignore the dog's discomfort. That's when bites happen. Number 4. Poor breeding practices. Not all Chow Chows are created equal. Irresponsible breeding has flooded the market with dogs that have unstable temperaments. Puppy mills and backyard breeders prioritize profit over health and behavior. The result? Chows with heightened anxiety, fear-based aggression, and poor socialization from birth. These dogs are set up to fail before they even leave the litter. Reputable breeders carefully select for temperament and work to produce stable, confident dogs. But many people don't know the difference. They buy a cheap chow online and wonder why it's aggressive. It's not the breed's fault, it's the humans behind it. Good breeding matters. Bad breeding creates dangerous dogs. Number 3. Lack of early socialization. A Chow Chow that isn't socialized as a puppy is a ticking time bomb. Between 8 and 16 weeks, they need exposure to different people, animals, sounds, and environments. Miss that window and you're left with a fearful, reactive adult dog. Many Chow owners skip this step, either out of ignorance or laziness. They keep the puppy at home, thinking they're protecting it, but they're actually doing the opposite. Without positive experiences early on, a Chow learns to see the world as threatening. And when they feel threatened, they defend themselves. This is where most behavioral problems begin. Socialization isn't optional, it's essential. And it's the owner's responsibility, not the dog's. Number 2. Owner negligence. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most Chow Chow incidents are caused by owner negligence. People adopt them for their looks without understanding their needs. They skip training. They ignore warning signs. They leave them unsupervised with children or other pets. They treat them like accessories instead of living beings with complex instincts. A Chow Chow in the right hands is loyal, calm, and protective. In the wrong hands, they become a liability. The breed isn't inherently dangerous, but it is unforgiving of mistakes. If you're not willing to invest time, energy, and education into owning a Chow, don't get one. It's that simple. The dog will pay the price for your ignorance. And so will someone else. Number 1. They're not for everyone. This is the most important thing to understand. Chow Chows are not beginner dogs. They're not family dogs in the traditional sense. They're not for busy households, first-time owners, or people who want a dog that loves everyone. They require experience, consistency, structure, and respect. In return, they offer unmatched loyalty and protection. But if you can't meet their needs, don't blame the dog when things go wrong. The label dangerous isn't about the breed, it's about the mismatch between dog and owner. Chow Chows aren't for everyone. And that's not a flaw, that's just who they are. So, are Chow Chows dangerous? The answer depends on who's holding the leash. In the right environment, with the right training, they're incredible companions. In the wrong hands, they can be unpredictable. But that's true of many breeds. The difference is, Chows don't give second chances. They demand respect from day one. If this video changed how you see them, hit that like button. Drop a comment with your thoughts. And if you learned something new, subscribe for more honest breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching.